Do you remember that show called Las Lavanderas? Your parents might have watched it like a lot of times and it was part of your childhood. Your parents just laughing and looking at that show. They even appeared in the show called Platanito. They seemed like the best of friends, but behind closed doors, there was a really dark secret from one of them. Let's get right into this. Carla Luna started off as being a reporter in the channel 34 in Monterrey, Mexico, while Carla Panini would enter a show called El Club, y ese show era como de comediante también, but it wasn't like big because I don't remember it. I even asked my suegra, I even asked my parents, like, well, no, I'm lying. I just asked my suegra. But I asked my suegra if she remembered this, and she said no. She didn't remember the show. So it's probably not that big like that. But in Mexico, yeah, it was probably that big. Carla Panini actually entered into that show called El Club. So she was like a reporter, like comedian-wise, here and there, different things. They were actually both called Carla, like with a K, like the same name. So I'm gonna refer them as their last name, Luna and Panini. Carla Luna already had a relationship with a guy named Americo Garza. They were already together. I believe at this time they already had one daughter. And Carla Panini had a relationship with one of the producers on the show El Club. He was named Oscar Burgos. Panini and Oscar had a really big age difference, but despite that, they got married and they had one kid. Luna and Panini actually met in this show called El Club, and from then on, they were like best friends. They even considered themselves sisters, which that's extreme. Like, if I consider, like, I have one friend that I do consider like my sister, and that's like an extreme point because that's like someone you trust with your heart or like everything. Later, Panini and Luna started a show called Las Lavanderas, and they were still in the show El Club, but once they noticed that the show Las Lavanderas got immensely popular, they decided to focus on that show, only Las Lavanderas. They would do some showbiz and they would dress up as laundresses, lavanderas, you know, se ponen el mandil, and they were just lavando la ropa, washing the clothes, and mientras estaban lavando la ropa, they were just joking like some really crazy, sometimes vulgares jokes. People liked it. They had a huge fan base, so just the people, the audience, they loved it. As I mentioned, Luna and her husband Americo, they had one kid, but later on they had two kids, so two kids all together. And Panini and Oscar, they had only one kid together. When Carla Luna actually had her second daughter, so the smallest, doctors actually found out that she had cancer, and it was just like el mundo de Luna just fell, and it was just devastating. The cancer was in the early stages, so she was in time to, you know, take chemo, all that stuff. But rumors actually started to rise that el esposo de Carla Luna actually gave an infection. It was rumored, there's not really a lot of resources that say it's true. It's just a rumor that Carla Luna got an infection from her husband, and that's how she got the cancer, because she did not treat the infection in time, and that's how she got the cancer. But it was just a rumor. No hay artículos or any like that que sí dicen que es realidad, so es rumor. Es puro rumor. At this point in Luna's struggle with the first time she got cancer, Panini was there to support her like any typical friend would do. She was just there supporting her through everything, which I would expect my friend to do that to me. Just be there for me, you know? Panini would even help Luna financially with her chemotherapies and anything that she need, like during the cancer treatments and so on. When Luna actually defeated the cancer for the first time, her husband Americo and her, they would actually go out to interviews and, you know, out just as a couple. During the interviews, they would talk about how they beat cancer and how Luna is lucky to be alive. As time progressed, there were actually sightings of Luna, but not with her husband anymore. She was only seen with her kids, and people started to see that. They were like, what's going on? Like, isn't your husband supposed to be with you? You know how people assume. Luna was actually even starting to lose weight, and she looked really depressed. Se notaba que algo estaba pasando en su vida. So, with that being said, she would also say that she had like a suspicion that her husband was having an affair. She also said that her husband would treat her really bad, and también that's what caused her losing weight. Like, su esposo la abusaba físicamente y mentalmente. Imagínate, tú quieres el amor de tu marido porque apenas saliste del cáncer y pues te sientes como muy fatal. Ni me imagino cómo se sintiera, bueno, cómo se hubiera sentido Luna. No, ni me quiero imaginar porque es algo muy triste. But coincidentally, during like all that's happening that with Luna and her husband, like, you know, physical and mental abuse, and how, you know, they were arguing like a lot, Carla Panini and her husband coincidentally se dejaron. They divorced. It was speculated that the divorce happened because Panini, según, le hizo infiel a Oscar. Pero later on, he came out saying that it was because of work, and that work was just draining both of them. So that's why they divorced. In the meantime, while all of this was happening, like with Luna arguing with her husband and Luna being depressed, y Luna se miraba bien pues mal. Durante el show de Las Lavanderas, Panini would say risky jokes, like saying, te voy a quitar al marido, stuff like that. I'm gonna put a clip on, like right here.
Lo que pasa es que usted su vato no se la parcha desde hace 2 años. Y trae la opresión vaginal de los labios uterinos. Voy a leer twistes aunque no quiera y a ver si su vato se la parcha en estos días. No, fíjese, voy a pedirle a su vato que me parche. Ahí sí sabe que sale Chucky,
Pero era plan con maña. Like, she knew what she was doing. No podía decir mucho Luna de lo que estaba diciendo de los chistes porque, I mean, you have to understand that if you're in a show y dicen puros chistes, like jokes and jokes, you can't take it personally. Like, y especialmente que ellas dos están en ese showbiz, you know. Y pues Luna no pudo decir nada como defenderse, like decir, oh, ¿por qué está diciendo eso? Pues ella nomás, she was rolling with it, you know. Pues ni modo, es todo lo que podía hacer. Luna would confide in her best friend, and Panini would just be there wiping her tears, saying, oh, it's gonna be okay, no va a pasar nada, que no sé qué, yada yada yada, ya sabes. After some time, Luna's cancer came back again for the second time, and it was just devastating again for Luna. This time, Luna did not have her husband's support because Americo was just uninterested. She was just alone, you know, with her kids, and that just made her go even more to her friend Panini and confide in her and tell her everything that was going on with her husband. But here's the crazy part and the weird part, because there was speculations that Panini actually did some brujeria on Luna and her husband Americo, Luna's husband, because it was said that Panini actually gave Luna un jugo negro. Like, it was nasty, it looked so disgusting, pero que según Panini, she said that her aunt actually made that drink for Luna y que tenía puras hierbas y que le iba a curar el cáncer con eso. Y Panini made Luna drink it in front of her.
Más este tecito, ¿verdad? Que me tomo todos los días. Más el remedio de medicina alternativa de la señorita Carla Panini, ¿verdad? Que tengo que tomarme 3 cucharadas de este, una antes de cada comida, 15 minutos antes. Contiene sábila, miel y mezcal. Lo preparó su tía, a la cual le mando un besote, mi tía hermosa.
It's just crazy to me how people go to that such extent to like manipulate, gaslight, you know, someone into drinking that. Luna actually drank it in front of Panini, and Panini would tell Luna to drink it twice every day, like one in the morning y uno en la noche. And Luna did that because she trusted in her friend Panini, you know, since she was there for like her whole cancer treatment, her whole thing that she was going through with cancer. Panini would also give Luna un sandwich, and it was disgusting.
O el día de hoy ya se la bañó. Porque ella está creyendo que yo me voy a tomar 4 animalitos diarios y que se trata de gorgojos vivos. Ahí están. ¿Ven cómo se mueven?
Panini dijo que se comiera los gusanos que estaban ahí en el sándwich y que le iba a ayudar, like, to make the process, like the healing process better and faster in the cancer that she was going through in the second stages. Cada quien tiene sus opiniones, pero para mí, yo siento como que si estuviera en ese momento como Luna, sí le hubiera creído a Panini, pero ya sabes, todos somos diferentes. There's nobody to blame here, except Panini, for sure. Like, ¿por qué le vas a dar todo eso? It's disgusting. Sorry, not sorry. After Luna would consistently drink, like, you know, the herbal tea, que Luna started to have really bad nightmares y que en un sueño, bueno, en una pesadilla, Luna estaba soñando que Panini, she went to a graveyard and she dug up like remains, you know, bones of a girl, y que se lo echó en esa bebida que estaba tomando. Pues se quedó con el pendiente, y también hay rumores que ella miraba y escuchaba voces como en el closet y como espíritus, pues sentía presencia muy fea en su casa de Luna, pues después de que le dio todo eso del, you know, del jugo y de los gusanos el sándwich, ya sabes. Pues se sentía pues asustada Luna y pues no sabía qué hacer. But of course, you know, Panini would be like, girl, no, it's fine, you're just overthinking. Pues sí le dijo a Panini, you know, her dream, her nightmare, pero Panini le dijo pues, like, no te preocupes, es nomás tu mente, estás, you know, alucinando por el tratamiento de cáncer y todas esas chingaderas y medias. Ya sabes, como es la gente también de plan con maña, lo hace nada más, pues, para dañarte. It was speculated that the drink was to do Luna harm than good. Pero aquí viene lo bueno. So, one day, Carla's sister, she lost her phone and she decided to ask Americo if she had like a spare phone that she could borrow and use during the time that she would get her new phone, you know, in the mail, and like any typical person would do. And Americo said yes. He gave her a phone. One biggest mistake that Americo did was that he forgot to delete all the messages with Carla Panini. Americo was having an affair with Carla Panini for 4 years. 4 freaking years. It's just crazy que una amiga, bueno, según amiga, que te quita al hombre cuando hay muchos hombres en este mundo, pero vas al que está ahí con la amiga. Y on top of that, she has cancer, like she's going through treatments. It's just not, it's not right. And the crazy part is too that in those messages that Carla Luna's sister saw would be like messages that Panini would tell Americo to treat Luna so horrible, que no le gustaba que la trataba bien, y pues Americo de menso la escuchó, y por eso en años atrás Luna estaba deprimida y bajó de peso y estaba triste, y ella iba con Panini a decirle todas esas cosas. Pero Panini estaba de feliz como iguana. So of course, like any sister would do, Carla Luna's sister went and told Luna about everything of the messages that she saw, and it just made Luna really sad. But Luna no se quedó callada. Ella fue y she confronted Americo and Panini, and they would deny everything, pero luego ya, you know, they couldn't hide it anymore. Pero the crazy thing is que Luna actually grabó con la conversación que fue y habló con Americo y Panini. Ella lo grabó todo y aquí está.
Pero pues ahora...
Y todo
que
sale a
está-
flote. Porque tú sabes que no me dijiste la verdad.
Te dije
A medias.
que pasó lo que pasó
A
en ese
medias.
momento.
2 besos hace 4 años. Y duró 6 meses de relación. Tú sabes que no fue así.
Pues, ahora no sé qué fue.
Ok, qué bueno que me digas eso porque ahora me doy cuenta otra vez de que eres falsa. Porque yo te estoy diciendo bien que me lo digas, te estoy dando la oportunidad. Y me estás demostrando una vez más lo que Dios me dice. Eres mentirosa, eres traicionera y eres
soy
falsa.
traicionera, no
Aquí
soy
tengo los
mentirosa.
mensajes con fechas. Los mensajes, te los leo, me da vergüenza. Se los
¿Cuáles-
voy a leer
cuáles
de
mensajes?
ustedes dos. Y nada más te voy a decir una cosa.
¿Y dónde sacaste
Todo
esos
lo de
mensajes?
tu teléfono, Américo, del que le diste a Erika. Aquí tengo todo, todo. Donde le dices a Américo que me lastime, que me trate mal, como tú tratas mal a Oscar. Y me duele, te digo, ¿por qué? Porque yo te lo hubiera perdonado. Si ese día te hubieras sincerado conmigo, si ahorita, como se lo dije a Cristina, me hubieras dicho la verdad, te lo hubiera perdonado. Porque sabes bien el corazón que tengo para perdonar. Sabes bien, pero no voy a perdonar una mentira, porque aquí le dices también, no la soporto. Ya no la soporto.
After all of this happened, they still continued to do the show Las Lavanderas, pero it wasn't the same. Like, Luna was uncomfortable, she wasn't happy, so they decided to leave the show, you know, go different ways. And it did came out that Luna sí le dijo a la gente que sí perdonó a Panini y que no le hagan acusaciones, to not bring hate into, you know, Panini's life. Luna then got cancer for the 3rd time, but this time she did not have like the financial stability that she could have to pay like for the chemotherapies, for the medicine of the cancer, for everything like that. Y pues she was trying hard, you know, pero then she made a YouTube, and from that she got her fan base. She already had her fan base from Las Lavanderas, pero her fan base still followed her to that YouTube, and you know, they helped her with the money from, you know, YouTube videos, YouTube views. The crazy thing is, while she was battling with cancer for the 3rd time, Americo and Panini actually got married. Yes, married. Cuando miré eso, me dio un coraje que hasta me dobló la panza. Ya habiendo muchos hombres en el mundo y todavía vas por el pinche hombre de tu amiga. Luna did not care about any of that. You know, she was still fighting with the cancer. She didn't pay any attention to it because, I mean, all she wanted to do was be with her kids. But on September 28th, 2017, she passed away. After her passing, Americo, el ex-husband de Luna, actually went on to do interviews to say his part of the story. He admitted on cheating on Luna with Panini, pero que Luna no era una santa. Later, Luna's family had custody of Luna's 2 daughters, but Americo wanted to take them away from Luna's family. But Luna's mother was not comfortable with that, and you know, she wasn't comfortable because after everything he put into Luna's plate, all the stuff he did, you know, y pues está con Panini, con la persona que pues le hizo infiel. That's just horrible. Y según es su mejor amiga de Luna, so obviously any mother would not be comfortable. But Americo did not care. One day, the 2 daughters were at the house of, you know, Luna's parents, y Americo se las llevó nomás así. He got a lot of lawyers. He was fighting for the custody of them. Y pues Luna's parents and family, they did not want that. They wanted to have Luna's kids with them. I mean, it's the only thing left of Luna. Y pues la familia de Luna was devastated, but after some time, there was like an agreement of them, like of the family of Luna, to see, you know, the 2 daughters. But Americo hasn't let them see, you know, the 2 kids. The 2 daughters of Luna actually have been calling Panini mom, y hasta Panini puso en un social media que son como sus princesas. Panini has been said to be the most hated woman in Mexico. And you know, on top of all this, Luna actually handled all of this so calmly. But you know, you never can trust anybody. Until this day, Panini and Americo are still together, and they had 1 kid together. Con eso te digo todo. But okay, thank you for watching my video, and let me know what you think about this. Whenever I heard about all this, I was just mad, and I just wanted to share this with you. whoever's watching this, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.